Welcome to a deeper dive into algebra. You've learned the rules for indices with numbers, like 2 cubed times 2 squared. The good news? When we swap numbers for letters, like x or y, the rules don't change. A variable is just a stand-in for a number, so it behaves the same way. However, there's a classic mistake everyone makes at first, confusing the big numbers with the small ones. These are coefficients and indices, and they live by different laws. Imagine simplifying 4x cubed times 5x squared. You treat the coefficients, 4 and 5, with normal arithmetic. 4 times 5 is 20. But for the indices, you apply the index law, x to the power of 3 plus 2. The result, 20x to the power of 5. Normal math for the big numbers, index laws for the small. Now, let's talk about negative indices. They look intimidating, but they're just a signal to move something. A variable with a negative power in the numerator is unhappy. To make it positive, you just move it to the denominator. So x to the power of negative 3 becomes 1 over x cubed. It's a simple swap across the fraction line. And the zero index? Anything to the power of 0 is 1. But be careful. In the expression 5x to the 0, only the x becomes 1. So the answer is 5 times 1, which is 5. But if you see parentheses, like 5x to the 0, the entire bracket becomes 1. The placement of that 0 is everything. So when you face a complex fraction, here's the plan. First, handle any brackets. Then simplify the coefficients, the big numbers, at the top and bottom. After that, combine the variables, first across the top, then dividing top by bottom. Finally, make sure all your indices are positive. It's a system, a process of cleaning up the chaos, one rule at a time.